Hi everybody, it's Simple Samurai. I have another unboxing. Got my blade. I came home from a rather interesting day at work. Um, we'll get into it. To find an unannounced package had arrived from DHL. And you know what that means. DHL usually means something from overseas. And so this is one of my first legitimate, proper sabers from Sabermach. Finally, they're entering the foray. The Sabermach. So I'm pretty excited about this. I had two sabers on order. One of them is a BlackBurn with some customized etching and some powder coating that they were going to do onto that. And the other is Makaze, or Makaze, however you want to pronounce it. So I don't know which one this is. I did receive the manifest that came with it that I removed, but I deliberately did not look at that because I kind of wanted to be surprised. And to be perfectly honest, regardless of which one arrives, I'm going to be pleased. And all right, so let's see if I can get this cap off. I don't really have fingernails, but all right, let's try this. Try from a different angle. Okay. I've seen a few videos of their packaging, and they definitely package these things to make sure that they arrive intact. Ah, there we go. Success. So let's put that off to the side. We'll put my sticker off to the side. And see what we've got here. Okay. There we go. There's our content. There's nothing else in here. And I don't want the knife to fall and eviscerate myself. So let's see, what do we have here? We have a bunch of bubble wrap and more wrapping. All right. Isn't this exciting? Okay. Hilt has been extracted, and as I said, I don't know which one this is, but I'm kind of seeing something that might indicate that this is my BlackBurn. And if it is my BlackBurn, I decided to name it Benevolence, and it will have, I believe it's called Arakesh, which is sort of a Star Wars language. Got a whole bunch of doobies on it. So I think this is a 32-inch blade, which is pretty sure what I asked for. I'm not a big fan of this type of tip, but I do like the fact that it sort of looks very much like one of the blades that you get from one of their competitors. I won't mention the name. All right, so what else do we have? We have a really, really nice business card here. Let's get some foil on it. Foil in copper. Really nice. And charge cable in here. And then you have an Allen wrench or hex key, what have you, and extra blade retention screws and whatnot. So that's definitely useful. And so I don't actually have one of my hex keys here right now. I am going to extract this thing, make you wait a little bit longer. You know, building the suspense. Or annoying everyone. A little bit of both. Alright. I really love it when saber companies provide replacement screws and things of that nature. It's sort of a sign of the overall concern that they have for the well-being of their customers. Alright, so hilt time. Let's see what we have here. It's a light thing. Let's see, where does it begin? Where does it looks like it's just one big tube. Looks like I had to slide the hilt out of the tube. And it is indeed my BlackBurn. Ooh. Now initially they were going to give me the weathered version, but I guess they didn't have any weather versions, so I went pristine. And wow. Oh wow. Oh my word, look at this thing. Come on. Everyone struggles with the wrapping. Wow. And of course, I can't use my knife, because if I use my knife, I can scratch the thing. I'm just going to keep the saber wrapped. How's that sound? Yeah, I'm doing this with a lot of grace. It works. This stuff's annoying. Heh, look, it survived. Alright, let's put you like that. Okay. So, what did they do? They added... Wow, I didn't even know this came with a leather wrap. I wonder if they just added the leather wrap. I honestly wasn't expecting a leather wrap. I don't think I was. I had given them a photo, and I had seen a saber on the internet that had a kind of a copper finish. It was like a bit of a red in the copper finish, and so they emulated that carefully. So we have a standard black anodized finish, and usually these details are in kind of a chrome. So they did a powder coating and gave me the copper that I wanted. And it looks like they added a leather wrap. What does it say here? Well, I wouldn't necessarily call that acid etching, but I guess this is Arakesh for Benevolence. I don't know if you can see. It's not really what I was expecting, but it is what it is. There's not too much surface on here. It's a rather small hilt. Anyway, so we got a nice slanted emitter. This, I believe, is an RGB saber. CoverTech wheel, like I said, it's got a leather wrap. Choke point here. Bit of a recessed switch. Recharge port. There's your pommel. I really like the pommel. So let's get a blade in here and turn this thing on and see what we have for performance. This dust cap is proving to be a little bit difficult to pull off. There we go. Okay, so we do have a diffusing film in there, kind of a mid-grade blade, which is fine. The retention screw doesn't need to be loosened. Okay. Let's see, this goes in about an inch and a half, maybe an inch and 3/4. Not bad, not bad. Whoops. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. There we go. It should be plenty tight enough. So we got a saber that is sufficiently large to be a two-handed saber. And the trigger obviously is a little bit easy to set off, but that's okay. I'll have to watch for that. Pretty decent balance, not too heavy. Aluminum, it's made out of aircraft grade aluminum. And so now let's officially turn it on. That's an interesting sound. Ooh. Really satisfying flash on flash. That's nice. Blaster block. There we go. Now, let's see if we can do some kind of, not sure what that indicates. That's a font change. I forget how many fonts this comes with, but I think it might even be 6. I like this font. Wow, that's nice. That is a really nice font. Ooh. Ow. Madness. That is awesome. Mute. Okay. So maybe it's just 3 fonts. You have your mute. Still get your clash. Blaster block. Oh! Now how did I do that? I don't even know how I did that. I don't know how I did the color change. Okay, that's interesting. So now I got blue, which isn't bad. Let's get that second font back. Now what's the clash like for this? White again. Okay, that's cool. I don't think I did the yeah. I like that font a lot. Now let's see if I can hold it for 3 seconds and then what happens. Well, obviously that's going to take some figuring out, because I don't know what I'm doing right now. Wow, can't wait to review this thing. once I learn all the features, I mean, it does have full RGB color changing. I think it's supposed to have something like 15 colors. So far, the blade brightness is really good. The sound is very loud. The 3 fonts that are equipped on this saber are really interesting and fun. The trigger is, you know, a little bit sensitive, but that's okay. Nice leather wrap. Here, let you get right in there. So this is the BlackBurn, and this came from Sabermach. And that's quite lovely. I'm looking forward to figuring out the ins and outs of this lovely saber and swinging it around tonight. I am quite pleased. So anyway, there's my unboxing of Sabermach's BlackBurn. This is, I believe, a Singapore Comic-Con exclusive that just came out this year. They were doing events where they, I think, were allowing participants to maybe build their own saber or something to that effect. And I kept seeing the listings for their events and thinking, geez, I wish I could, you know, just up and travel to Singapore and go and check one of those events out. And I'm not quite financially prepared to order one of the finer, the higher end sabers, like a NeoPixel or whatever. But I do want to get the Spectre someday. That's definitely on the horizon for me. That'll be a kind of a major purchase. But being the big Kanan Jarrus fan that I am, he's my absolute favorite Jedi character, and it would just be remiss of me not to pick one of those up someday. City of Sabers, he did a really fine review of that particular hilt, and then there's another one that they make. It's kind of a take on the Mara Jade saber. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah. So anyway, I think I've rambled on. There you go. So this is the BlackBurn, and it's available on sabermach.com. And I'll put down the timelines. I don't know if I remember exactly when I ordered it, but it did not take an excessive amount of time to produce this. And Sabermach, they're kind of independent from everything that's sort of been going on in the world today with things I don't really feel like getting into. But they're producing their hilts at a regular pace, unimpeded. But their business is, you know, growing. And obviously their demand is going up. So as far as turnaround times, you know, they've increased a little bit. But this was a really fine deal. I mean, this is not an expensive saber, but it comes fully loaded with all kinds of wonderful features and for the money. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait to review this thing. I'll get into it later. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and I'll come back at you tomorrow with some, with something. I'll come up with something. And I've decided that I've been getting requests, people want to see my entire collection, and to do such a daunting task, because that would make for a very long video, and very daunting, and very time-consuming. I'm gonna wait until I hit 500 subscribers, then I'll make plans to do something along those lines. And you can see my array of wonderful sabers, like, you know, my BlackBurn, aka Benevolence, and some of the more interesting pieces that I own. I almost kind of wait till I have a ROM Coda style saber coming from Custom Diversion, so I'm kind of excited about that one. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me for tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with something else. I'll come up with something. Have yourself a nice evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.